Are you weary of being at the mercy of your emotions? Do you yearn to remain calm, cool, and collected regardless of what life throws your way? If so, you're not alone. We all face overwhelming emotions from time to time. However, what if there was a method to take charge of your emotions instead of letting them control you? That's where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches how to live a virtuous and happy life even amid adversity. One of its core tenets is emotional control. In this video, I'll share 13 Stoic lessons to help you manage your emotions and lead a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Remember, you're not on this journey alone. I'm here to support you, and the vast Stoic community is ready to engage. Subscribe, join the comments, and share your experiences with others seeking emotional control and a richer life. Are you ready to learn how to master your emotions? Let's begin. Lesson 1. The Observer. Within, imagine yourself standing on a ship's deck, swaying amidst turbulent waves of emotion. To steer the vessel toward tranquility, you must first understand the nature of the emotional sea around you. This encapsulates the essence of the observer within, the first lesson in mastering emotions. Seneca, the Roman philosopher, emphasized introspection as the cornerstone of comprehension. His famous words, "The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are external, not depending on me, and which have to do with the choices I control," urge us to become spectators of our emotions. This involves stepping back from the immediate experience to gain perspective. Picture yourself not as the storm, but as a steadfast lighthouse amid chaos. Practices like mindfulness, encompassing meditation and journaling, act as guiding lights, revealing the landscape of your emotions. Through these exercises, you begin recognizing physical sensations tied to emotions, like chest tightness during anger or stomach fluttering during excitement. You also notice thoughts that arise, such as self-criticism, fostering shame, or optimism propelling joy. Crucially, this observation isn't for judgment but comprehension. By observing emotions impartially, you detach from their immediate influence, seeing them as fleeting occurrences rather than defining truths. This detachment empowers deliberate responses instead of impulsive reactions. The key takeaway? To regulate emotions, recognize them through mindful observation. This awareness forms the foundation for navigating emotional waters with composure and resilience. Be patient with yourself. Nurturing this internal observer unlocks the ability to navigate emotions with newfound freedom. Lesson 2. Labeling your feelings. Picture emotions as an expansive library filled with countless books, each narrating a unique story. Common terms, like happy and sad, resemble well-worn paperbacks, accessible but limited in depth. To truly grasp the complexity of your emotional world, move beyond these generic labels and explore nuanced spectrums. Epictetus, the esteemed Stoic philosopher, underscored this idea. It is not events that disturb us, but our opinions about them. This insight reveals that managing emotions hinges less on events themselves and more on how we interpret and categorize them. For instance, while a missed promotion might initially evoke sadness, deeper exploration uncovers disappointment, frustration, or even relief. A richer emotional vocabulary enables tailored responses. Instead of lingering in vague sadness, address specific emotions, seek support for disappointment, channel frustration into action, or acknowledge relief. Think of labeling as identifying colors in a painting. With only basic colors, impressions remain vague. But by pinpointing hues like cerulean blue or burnt umber, you create vivid imagery. Similarly, precise emotional labels deepen comprehension and enhance response strategies. Labeling isn't about judgment, it's about clarity and awareness. Like a botanist identifying flower species, you're mapping your emotional terrain. This practice fosters profound self-connection and equips you to respond skillfully to shifting emotional currents. Lesson 3. Accepting all emotions. Envision yourself standing on a shore, watching ocean waves crash against rocks. Some waves are gentle, others forceful, yet you wouldn't try to change their nature. Instead, you accept them as they are. Similarly, within the vast ocean of your emotions, you'll encounter serene tides of joy and powerful surges of anger, fear, or sadness. Lesson 3. Accepting all emotions encourages approaching these waves with equal respect and understanding. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, imparts wisdom. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. This quote shifts focus from scrutinizing emotions to acknowledging and accepting them without resistance or suppression. Acceptance doesn't mean condoning or identifying with emotions. It means acknowledging their presence, understanding their message, and consciously choosing how to respond. Even challenging emotions serve purposes. Anger signals boundary violations, fear warns of danger, and sadness indicates a need for self-care. Judging emotions blocks access to their insights. Acceptance, however, opens the door to understanding. While acceptance allows emotions to exist, it doesn't mean letting them dictate actions. Create space for emotions while choosing constructive responses. Express anger assertively, address underlying fears, or grieve fully during sadness. Acceptance is an ongoing journey. Setbacks happen, but patience and self-compassion guide progress. As you embrace the full spectrum of emotions, you unlock deeper self-understanding, resilience, and grace in navigating life's challenges. Lesson 4. Understanding triggers. Imagine strolling through a forest laden with hidden tripwires, each capable of unleashing emotional storms. These tripwires represent triggers, hidden forces that provoke intense reactions. Lesson 4. Understanding triggers teaches how to identify these tripwires, empowering you to navigate emotional terrain with heightened awareness and control. Seneca, the Roman philosopher, offered insight. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than reality. This highlights how misperception ignites emotional wildfires. Identifying triggers begins with self-reflection. Pay attention to situations, people, or words consistently evoking strong emotions. Journaling after encounters helps reveal patterns. Ask, what happened? How did I feel? What thoughts arose? Has this occurred before? What might be triggering this reaction? Once identified, awareness shifts dynamics from passive victim to proactive observer. With knowledge of triggers, healthier responses unfold. When encountering a familiar trigger, pause, recall insights, anticipate reactions, and choose deliberate actions. Challenge thoughts, de-escalate with deep breaths, or remove yourself from the situation. Understanding triggers doesn't eliminate them. Life presents inevitable challenges. The goal is shifting from unconscious reaction to conscious response. With patience, celebrate progress as you chart calmer emotional waters. Lesson 5. Challenging unhelpful beliefs. Picture yourself standing before an expansive emotional terrain where storms arise unexpectedly, driven by concealed forces beneath the surface. These forces represent limiting beliefs, deeply ingrained ideas about yourself and the world that shape how you interpret and react to situations. Lesson 5. Confronting unhelpful beliefs provides tools to identify and transform these limiting beliefs, enabling you to face emotional upheavals with enhanced clarity and control. Epictetus, the influential Stoic philosopher, emphasized perception's role. It is not that things happen to me, but that I react to them in a certain way. This underscores how beliefs, not events, cause emotional storms. For example, believing, "I'm not good enough" amplifies self-criticism and shame, even over minor setbacks. To uncover these hidden forces, cultivate self-awareness. Act as a detective for your emotions. During emotional storms, explore internal dialogues. Are you labeling yourself as incompetent, unworthy, or unlovable? These recurring themes indicate underlying beliefs. Once identified, question their validity. Are they based on past experiences or isolated incidents? Are they fueled by distorted inner critics? This process requires compassion and logic. Ask, what evidence supports this belief? Are there alternative explanations? Does it empower or hinder you? Reframing isn't instant positivity, it's self-exploration. Patiently reframe mental frameworks, transforming storms into manageable challenges. Confronting unhelpful beliefs liberates you, empowering calmer emotional seas and wiser navigation through life's trials. Lesson 6. Reframing your perspective. Imagine standing atop a mountain surveying the landscape below. On a clear day, you marvel at panoramic views. Under stormy clouds, the same scene feels desolate. Similarly, our emotions are shaped by perceptions. Lesson 6. Reframing your perspective equips you to adjust your mental lens, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and resilience. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, imparted wisdom. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is an interpretation, not reality. This reminds us that events lack inherent emotional charge. It's our interpretations that imbue them with negativity or joy. So how do we shift perspectives gracefully? Start with awareness. Notice automatic thoughts during emotionally charged moments. Are you labeling mistakes as failures or perceiving silence as rejection? Recognize these ingrained patterns. Then question them with reason and curiosity. Is this interpretation helpful? Are there alternative ways to view the situation? Reframing isn't ignoring reality. It's finding empowering perspectives enabling constructive responses. For example, receiving negative feedback at work can be reframed as an opportunity to improve. Adjusting your mental camera brings different facets into focus, hidden opportunities, overlooked strengths, or humor where frustration once prevailed. With practice, reframing becomes second nature, diminishing emotional intensity and empowering composure. Remember, emotional mastery lies not in controlling external events but in mastering internal interpretations. Learn to see beyond clouds and discover the radiant sun within. Lesson 7. The power of pause. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, wind tousling your hair, adrenaline surging through your veins. Before leaping, a subtle voice whispers, "Wait." This captures the essence of the power of pause, an essential lesson in emotional mastery emphasized by Seneca, the Roman philosopher. He cautioned, "We should not be surprised that most people err, since they act before thinking. In heated moments, emotions drive impulsive reactions." Lesson 7, the art of pause, teaches creating a gap between stimulus and response, empowering deliberate choices with wisdom and intention. Think of the pause as a mental release valve. Faced with challenges or emotional surges, the natural inclination is to react immediately, often leading to regrettable words or actions. The pause introduces crucial space between trigger and response, allowing you to step back, observe, and consciously choose how to proceed. Tools like deep breathing, mindful counting, or stepping away physically help cultivate this pause. Remember, pausing isn't suppressing emotions. It's acknowledging them without judgment and creating room for conscious choice. Identify the emotion, examine the trigger, consider options, and evaluate consequences. With practice, the pause evolves into a habit, enabling measured reactions. Mastering the pause transforms you into the architect of your responses, no longer beholden to fleeting emotions. As Seneca advocates, think before acting, navigating life's challenges with grace and emotional control. Lesson 8. Expressing emotions. Healthily. Imagine an exquisite vase brimming with lively flowers. Now picture those flowers wilting, their vibrancy stifled. This analogy reflects the consequences of suppressing emotions. Lesson 8. Healthy expression of emotions urges liberating the emotional vase, fostering well-being and personal growth. While Epictetus discouraged dwelling on negative emotions, he didn't advocate suppression but encouraged constructive outlets. Suppressing emotions leads to stress, anxiety, or physical ailments, while healthy expression processes emotions, fosters clarity, and builds resilience. So how do we uncork the emotional bottle? Seek supportive ears. Share feelings openly with trusted individuals in a safe environment. Creative expression, writing, painting, dancing, channels emotions into artistic outlets, facilitating understanding and release. Physical activity, running, stretching, dissipates tension, elevates mood, and enhances well-being. Non-verbal methods like journaling, meditation, or connecting with nature also prove beneficial. Practice non-judgmental self-compassion. Use I statements to communicate emotions without blaming, and establish boundaries if needed. Healthy expression is a continuous journey. Expect occasional setbacks. Celebrate progress as you explore. Diverse outlets gaining deeper self-understanding, strengthening relationships, and navigating life's challenges with emotional intelligence and resilience. Lesson 9. The magic of gratitude. Visualize standing on a wind-whipped cliff, waves crashing against rocks, dark clouds obscuring the sun. Amid this tempest, a lighthouse stands tall, its beam piercing the darkness, offering hope and guidance. Lesson 9. Harnessing gratitude introduces this lighthouse, the transformative power of gratitude illuminating emotional landscapes and fostering resilience in adversity. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, captured this essence. Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars and run with the wind. His words urge shifting focus from storm clouds to enduring beauty. Gratitude isn't ignoring difficulties but acknowledging them while concentrating on blessings enriching our lives. Its magic profoundly impacts emotional well-being and resilience. Gratitude shifts focus from scarcity to abundance, reducing negativity, boosts resilience by reminding us of past triumphs, and grounds us in the present, fostering peace amid life's ever-changing currents. Cultivate this practice. Start a gratitude journal, jotting down 3 to 5 things daily you're grateful for. Practice mindfulness, pausing throughout the day to appreciate surroundings or moments. Express gratitude regularly, thanking others verbally or through notes. Cultivating gratitude isn't forcing positivity but choosing to focus on the good. It's a practice requiring consistent effort. Be patient, celebrate progress, and witness gratitude's enchantment unfolding, discovering newfound resilience, deeper appreciation, and a guiding light through emotional storms. Lesson 10. Self-compassion is key. Picture standing before a magnificent garden, vibrant flowers exploding in color. Yet amidst this beauty, you notice a wilting rose, its petals drooping, struggling to thrive. This rose symbolizes ourselves, capable of flourishing with self-compassion, but vulnerable to harsh winds of self-criticism. Lesson 10. The essence of self-compassion equips you with tools to nurture emotional well-being even amid life's challenges. Seneca shared insight. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. Reacting instantly with self-criticism fuels negativity. Self-compassion offers a gentler approach, extending kindness to ourselves as we would to others. Why is self-compassion crucial for emotional well-being? It reduces stress and anxiety, halting harsh self-judgment, boosts self-esteem by embracing imperfections, and motivates change by fostering understanding rather than shame. Cultivate self-compassion. Practice mindful self-awareness, acknowledging inner critics without judgment and responding with kindness. Forgive yourself, focusing on learning and moving forward. Treat yourself with encouragement, celebrating successes and offering comfort during challenges. Engage in enjoyable activities nurturing physical and emotional well-being. Cultivating self-compassion is a journey. Setbacks happen, but patience and celebration of progress guide growth. As Seneca suggests, delay self-criticism and choose understanding, witnessing emotional well-being, resilience, and self-acceptance bloom in your life. Lesson 11. Seeking support. Imagine sailing across a vast ocean, feeling wind in your hair and sun reflecting off waves. Amid beauty, a storm looms, dark clouds threatening to overturn your vessel. Do you endure the storm alone or seek seasoned sailors' assistance? Lesson 11. Seeking support advocates the latter, emphasizing that navigating emotional storms is best done with companions rather than in solitude. Seneca, the Roman philosopher, stated, "We are all fellow travelers on a journey toward death." Life's emotional terrain is better navigated with supportive companions. Seeking professional help isn't weakness, but courageous acknowledgement of self-awareness and wise investment in well-being. Therapy aids emotional journeys with expert guidance, safe spaces for exploration, tailored support addressing unique needs, and empowerment through practical tools and skills. Research therapists aligning with your needs. Ask questions about their experience and approach, and be patient as therapy unfolds gradually. Celebrate progress along the way. Embracing support isn't just overcoming challenges, it's investing in emotional well-being, paving the way for greater peace and self-acceptance. As Seneca suggests, let others walk alongside you, sharing the load and guiding toward emotional wholeness. Lesson 12. Celebrate small victories. Imagine ascending a majestic mountain, wind rushing through your hair, muscles throbbing with exertion. Upon reaching a plateau, instead of reveling in breathtaking scenery, you criticize yourself for not climbing higher. Unfortunately, this mirrors how we often approach emotional journeys, fixating on summits while neglecting substantial progress already achieved. Lesson 12. Acknowledging minor achievements urges altering perspective, emphasizing that each step forward, no matter how small, constitutes a victory deserving applause. Epictetus asserted, "Man is not disturbed by events but by the views he takes of them." Recognizing and applauding progress enhances motivation and lays groundwork for ongoing emotional development. Why celebrate minor victories? It boosts motivation, increases self-compassion, shifts perspective, and cultivates gratitude. Integrate this practice. Track progress with journals or trackers documenting major and minor wins. Celebrate publicly and privately, sharing achievements with loved ones while privately acknowledging inner strength. Reward yourself for milestones, reinforcing effort-outcome connections. Focus on the process, reveling in self-discovery and challenges overcome. Celebrating minor victories isn't self-indulgence, but recognizing journey value and consistent effort's potency. Embrace this practice, nurturing motivation, resilience, and self-worth, empowering conquest of daunting emotional climbs. Lesson 13. Remember, it's a journey. Imagine embarking on an expansive adventure, not with a predetermined destination, but through dynamic landscapes teeming with winding paths, concealed treasures, and unforeseen challenges. This mirrors our emotional journey, an ongoing exploration fueled by self-discovery, growth, and resilience. Lesson 13. Embracing the unfolding path emphasizes that emotional mastery isn't a final destination, but an ongoing learning and evolution process. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, stated, "Life is a series of little initiatives, like a wrestler coming back at the end of every fall." This encourages embracing highs, lows, victories, and setbacks. Recognizing genuine growth occurs along the way. Adopting a journey mentality is crucial for emotional well-being. It reduces pressure, promotes continuous learning, boosts resilience, and cultivates acceptance. Instill this mentality. Celebrate every step forward. Embrace imperfections as learning opportunities. Focus on the process rather than final goals, and practice self-compassion. Extend kindness to yourself as you would support a friend on their journey. The path to emotional mastery isn't linear. It's a winding trail with twists, turns, and detours. Embrace the adventure, celebrate progress, and glean wisdom from every experience. As Marcus Aurelius advises, rise after each fall, learn from challenges, and recognize true magic lies in the unfolding of your distinctive and ever-evolving emotional journey. Emotions, akin to ocean tides, wield significant influence. By internalizing Stoic principles, we navigate their currents with heightened awareness, acceptance, and intentional choice. Emotional mastery isn't suppressing emotions but fostering a healthier relationship with them. Set forth on this self-discovery journey, allowing Stoic wisdom to illuminate your path.